Hello students, all is well. In this session we will explore more about Earth. That means in this sessions we will start our chapter number 3 of geography, our changing Earth. So let's start the topics with the introduction. Introduction of lithospheric plates, Earth movements, types of forces, sudden movements and slow movements. These all are the topics that we are going to cover today only. Students, let's start our first topic, lithospheric plates and its movements. But before going to start the topic, let me share you some more information about Earth. You know students, Earth is not stable. Earth is not stable because Earth has found in many forms like mountains, plains, plateaus, ridges, valley. The reason behind of this formation that inside activity which took place inside Earth which is not seen by us. So in this sessions we will discuss that only. So lithospheric plates and its movements. Actually there are three types of movements appear inside the Earth. Three types of movements appear inside the Earth, that is divergent, convergent and transform. Divergent, convergent and transform. These three kinds of movements are found inside the Earth. You know students, lithospheric plates. There are 7 minor and major lithospheric plates of the Earth. If any kind of movement, if any kind of activity occurs in this plate, it may cause the changes or variations in the Earth form. It may cause the changes or variation in the Earth forms if any kind of activity or movements are found in the lithospheric plates. Lithospheric plates or lithosphere is made up of crust. We know this thing very well. So let me explain you through this activity. Hello, actually this is what? This is toast. But here you will imagine that these all are the tectonic plates. These all are the tectonic plates. These tectonic plates are arranged in such a way, if any kind of activity, if any kind of movements appear in these plates, it may cause the changes in of Earth form. It may cause the great changes in Earth variation. So there are three types of lithospheric or plates movements are there: divergent, convergent and transform. Let us understand what is divergent, convergent and transform. Suppose these are the lithospheric plates. First we will understand divergent movements. If the two tectonic plates move away from each other, if the two tectonic plates move away from each other, that is known as divergent movements. It is the cause of the earthquake. It is the cause of earthquake. Second, convergent. If two tectonic plates come closer or collide each other, it is known as convergent movement. It is known as convergent movements. It may cause of the earthquake or volcanic eruptions. It may cause of earthquake and volcanic eruption. Third kind of movement is transform movement. Transform movement, when two tectonic plates slide each other. When two tectonic plates slide each other, that is known as transform movement. So in the first topic we had discussed about that three types of movements are there in the Earth. First is divergent, in which tectonic plates move away from each other. In the convergent movements, tectonic plates collide each other, and transform movements, tectonic plates slide each other. So in this way Earth works inside the Earth, or these tectonic plates inside the Earth. Now let us know more about Earth movements. Earth movements occurs actually the inside molten magma and other forces active inside the Earth causes several changes on the Earth crust. And the movement about the movement of lithospheric plates, it is horizontal. The lithospheric plates move horizontally. They move very slowly. The moving molten magma inside is responsible for the movement of the lithospheric plates. The basic reason of the movement of this tectonic plates is that inside the magma is there and it produces the movement in this tectonic plates. The molten magma inside the Earth moves in a circular manner. In which manner? Circular manner this moves molten magma, and it may cause of the Earth variations. Now our next topic is Earth movements. Students, there are two types of movements of earth: endogenic forces and exogenic forces. First we will understand endo and exo. Endo means when earth exerts the forces inside. When earth exerts the force inside, that is endogenic forces, and when earth exerts the force outside, that is exogenic forces. You can better understand through this pen. See this pen and this cap. When earth exerts the force inside, when earth exerts the force inside, that is endogenic forces, and when earth exerts the force outside, that is exogenic. Exogenic, endogenic, exogenic and endogenic. So endogenic forces means when earth exerts or applied the forces inside, that is endogenic forces. When earth exerts the force or applied the forces outside, that is called exogenic forces. So this is a flow charts of the earth movement: endogenic forces and exogenic forces. Endogenic forces is also known as sudden forces. Exogenic forces is also known as slow forces. So as sudden forces, the examples of sudden forces is earthquake, volcano, landslides, etc. And the examples of exogenic forces, actually exogenic forces is the main cause of the exogenic forces is erosional and depositional activity. So river, winds, sea waves and glaciers are the agents responsible for the exogenic forces. So here it is clear that earth has two types of movements: endogenic force and exogenic force. When earth applied the forces inside the earth, that is called endogenic forces. When earth applied the forces outside, that is exogenic forces. Now our next topic is endogenic forces. Here is the definitions. Through this definition we can more clear what is endogenic. The word endogenic is a combination of two words: endo. Endo means meaning within, and genic means origin. Thus the forces which acts inside the earth, or our earth, is known as endogenic forces. These forces sometimes act as sudden forces, as we have discussed, and at the other times as a slow forces. Sudden forces produces sudden movements, and slow forces causes slow movements of lithospheric plates. Earthquake and its effects. Earthquake is the best examples of endogenic forces. What do you understand by earthquake? First we will understand earthquake. Any sudden vibration on the earth crust due to a natural cause which leads to trembling is known as earthquake. It is a definition of earthquake, or you can say in a simple words, when the lithospheric plates move suddenly, the surface of the earth vibrates. When the lithospheric plates move suddenly because of the molten magma inside, we had discussed about that. When the lithospheric plates move suddenly, the surface of the earth vibrates. This vibration are called earthquakes. This vibration is called earthquakes. And here are the two terminology given here: focus and epicenter. Focus is what? The place below the ground where the earthquake movements originate. It is a place where the earthquake movements, first movements originate, is called focus. And epicenter, the point on the earth's surface that is vertically above the point of origin, focus, is called epicenter. Here you can better understand through this picture. Here is the first vibration occur, that is known as focus, and this vibration spreads slowly or travels slowly. This is known as epicenter. This is known as vibrations first start from the place that is called the epicenters, and slowly travels. The earthquake and volcano is a type of activity which prevents hazardous for the human beings, means it led a great human loss, property loss. So these are the disaster effects that we have seen generally in our daily life. So let's move to the next topic, that is volcano. Volcano is the best example of the endogenic forces which is exerted by the earth inside. So volcano is the best examples. Let us understand volcanoes through the definition. Volcano is derived from Latin word volcanus. Which word? Latin word volcanus, which means Roman god of fire. Which means Roman god of fire. A volcano is an opening in the earth crust through which molten magma erupts suddenly. Volcano brings hot gases, ashes, rock materials, steam, etc. along itself. From the earth interiors, the opening of a volcano on the earth's surface is called a vent, while the funnel-shaped basins that you have seen in the volcano surrounding the opening area or vent is termed as crater. So this is what about volcano. Thank you so much. I hope all of you like this video. Thank you.